Hey, what's going on, guys? Gunshed here, and welcome to the Supergood Ride for Autism. We are up in York. We are heading off to Bridlington. Yeah, so should be rather good. I don't know how long the ride is. I guess we're going to end up at the back at this rate. I don't really want to drop a red light. Yeah, I don't like running red lights. I'm sorry, but hopefully things will be a little bit better once we get out of York. And some poor chap fell off the bike. Someone did a red bomb, scared the shit out of him, and he fell off a bicycle, not a motorbike. But yeah, seen the marshals whizzing past in their fuzzy pink helmets. There we go. See? Yeah, it'd be nice when we can actually get a little bit of speed up. Certainly drier than Paul's last ride. That was the last ride I went on before my operation. It's times like this that you realise just how strong the engine braking on the V-Strom is. Everyone using their brakes and I don't have to. That's a lot of bikes. You can already see them turning. No, it's actually going rather nicely. Marshall's doing a brilliant job. Everywhere is clearly marked. Everyone's keeping together. They're making good progress through the traffic. Everyone's giving way for them. Bikes, as far as you can see, is an absolutely cracking turnout. Grade 2 listed structure. Very nice. First time I've driven over one of those. Can't be doing with bad manners. I may get tired if 100 people wave at them to say thank you. But it's better that happens than no one say thank you. I have to say, I've really enjoyed this ride. This must be the most relaxed ride out I've ever been on. There's a lot for Nocturne and Charlieing. I mean, I know Tailend's just behind us, but it's because the leaders are going slow. So Paul was asking how many people knew someone with autism, and I must admit, I don't think I know. I think I went to school with an autistic child. But I don't think I actually know anyone with autism. I know it's a condition that completely changes the lives of families. I don't know if you could say condition, if that's the right word. And, you know, a lot of people go undiagnosed until a much later age, when the earlier you catch autism, or rather the earlier that, you know, you're tested as autistic, then the better chance you have in life. You know, there are resources provided by places like the National Autistic Society that can help, really, really help, and make a difference, not just for the person with autism, but also the family as well. These are almost my unlucky rides as such, the autism rides. The first one I really, really wanted to go to, couldn't do that. Last year I went to York, it rained, and then I couldn't, because of the operation and stuff, I couldn't make the revised date. So we just had a little ride out then. And then, you know, I wanted to go to one of the ones down south the other weekend. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anyone to look after my doggies. So I couldn't make it. I was tempted to do it in a day, and York's fine. I can do York in a day, but Brighton to Portsmouth to home is just pushing it. Maybe next year, we'll see. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's a great bunch of people that organise it. Paul does an amazing job. And his son's autistic. Some sort of motorcycle camping thing going on. A lot of bikes kitted out. I think motorbikes are a great thing. They bring people together. And it is a real spectacle. And you kind of forget that. Yeah, a man walking down looking over his shoulder. You see people with phones out and stuff like that all the time. And that's why you don't want to behave like a knob. But, you know, I really should, and I do feel really bad, that I should have done some more reading into autism. I know it can affect social skills and things, but some of the brightest people humanity has ever known were autistic. Here comes Mr. Red Baron. He's a really nice chap. I don't actually know his name. You know, even if he just sells one ticket, it's £1,000. You know, one ticket to 100 people, it's £1,000. I think a lot of people don't realise just how much good motorcycle riding does. So yeah, I've got my twat packs. Basically, I get really dry mouth when I ride because I can't shut it properly. So after about 30-40 miles, my mouth goes dry. Anyway, I end up pulling over and drinking so much water. Like to get to Rikers the other day, I drank a litre of water each way, and it wasn't hot. If it's hot, it's even worse. So I decided to buy myself a twat pack. So I've gone full adventure twat, which is why I call them a twat pack. But yeah, it basically means I can have a drink as I'm riding along. I mean, I wouldn't do it on a group ride. Or I can just pull over and I don't even need to take my helmet off, which is great. Plus, I don't have water bottles where I've not put the cap on straight and not realised, or they've got smashed around and the lids come off, leaking in my tank bag, leaking in my top box. I don't have any of that. It just means I have looked like a bit of a spanner. It's fine by me because I already look like one. I cannot get over what has been done today, and what has just been amazing. Paul has done a brilliant event. Oh, it's so nice. Well, we got a little bit lost, but we got there in the end. That's all that matters. It doesn't actually bother me when we get lost on the ride. It's all part of it, isn't it? Part of the story. My camera crashed after leaving Bridlington, but we are here at the Humber Bridge. So took a few photos, and now we're heading back. I think we're heading round Lincoln Way. Phil and I are heading one way, Red Baron's heading back to Norfolk. Can't believe how fruity Phil 480's GPZ sounds. I don't know if they're aftermarket pipes, I don't think they are. I'm pooing myself. Skybridge really put me off bridges on the motorbike. Here we go. Amazing, isn't it? Right, I'm going to turn the camera off, guys, because this bit's going to get a bit boring, I think. Anyway, join you close to the time. So, we're off the motorway now, and it looks like we're heading into a patch of rain. But all is good. We are slowly making progress. Traffic's quite heavy actually today, but at least we're getting some corners in. It actually hasn't been that great. It's just been a dead straight line, and I think this next bit is dead straight in a few hills. I really regret not talking as much in these ride outs and things, and the reason for that is it's because I'm concentrating. I mean, I'm concentrating now, but it's with riders I trust. I hate to do an iron butt ride because I don't want to do main roads. You know, to pretty much do the iron butt, you have to do, what is it, 1,000 miles in 24 hours, something like that, which basically limits you to motorways, which are dull and boring and tedious and horrible. So it's currently 6:35, and we're due, well, I'm not sure if it's due home at 7:50, which I'm hoping, or it's due Melton. I don't think it would be Melton at this time. But we've had some cracking roundabouts. Mr. 480, if you're watching this, I am very, very sorry. I did say I've been telling everyone My sat-nav goes weird routes. I think I've just proved it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm quite enjoying this. I feel so sorry for Phil. I mean, I've got adventure bike suspension. Great to see Phil. Really nice to sort of properly speak to Red Baron 1. It was amazing to see Huggy. Oh, I haven't seen him for ages, and I'm really sorry we missed him at the end of the ride. I would have loved to have had a decent catch up with him. He's a true gentleman of a fellow. And my twat pack's been brilliant. I've almost finished it. Shows you how much water I've been drinking, nearly 3 litres today. Don't actually feel as bad as I thought I would do. Let's go back the twisty route. Haven't done this since I was on a 125. I've always wanted to include this road on a group ride, but I've always been scared because there can be some massive potholes along it, or it can be covered in mud, and I just think it is a brilliant little bit of road. It's uppy, downy corners, relatively smooth, easy to carry slightly too much speed along it, must be said. Without realising it, it's all the bumps, I think. They just sort of throw more speed at you. Right, I'm going to end the video here, guys, because I'm a couple of miles from home. So, once again, a massive, massive thank you to Paul and Supergood Rides for Autism for organising an amazing day out. And I really hope that it raised lots of money. I know I'm going to go home and buy a hoodie, because I picked Phil's blew off the seafront onto the beach, and I picked it up, and they are seriously good quality hoodies. So yeah, I'll have to go get one of those. But yeah, just a massive, massive thank you. It's been brilliant, and it's been great that to ride with Phil 480 and Red Baron. It's just been an absolutely brilliant day. So huge thank you to everyone. Alright guys, I hope this has been a good video. I've really enjoyed it. Hopefully there's enough footage of the ride to cobble together a decent bit of it. As I said, I've not been overly talkative too much, just because of concentrating and things like that. And of course, I packed my second camera and forgot to use it yet again. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, and take care.